Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of Shadow Empire. In previous episode, we did get our first recon units at least. We're trying to hold on to the area around our capital. Usually the start is a bit tricky, but once you start getting some proper troops, then it usually gets easier and easier to hold off the free fort marauders and all that on the back foot. And then we have tried to make some contact with well, mostly send some spies into our neighbor over here, which is one of the major nations. Actually, if we have a look at the zones. Wait, no, not the zones. Is it regimes? We know about paisanos. Oh, actually, I just realized. Leaders. Mirror of Metal. I need to give this one... I mean, the secretary could probably use that. But the commander of the first SHQ to improve the relations quite a bit. And then... right, we need to target a unit. Let's see. I'm going to give the recon unit a Mystic Priest. I'm sure that'll be fine. Let's actually have a look. So what does that actually give? Mystic Priest is a resourceful fellow and helps the troops he's embedded with to keep the readiness. He's also able to get you credit from salvage and donations when his troops make kills. The ratio feeds subunits 1 to 10. And bets with harmony subunits 3. We did already do the attack on here, didn't we? Or did we? Hold on a minute. Yeah, so we are ready to go to the next round, shall we? Let's go ahead and do that then. Let's hope that the unaligned forces don't... Ooh, we killed 500, but they still push us back. We lost 200 infantry, but yeah, that was a lot of losses for the enemy. Ooh, solar energy. Okay. It won't be super effective, at least they'll get some energy. Yeah, that could be useful. Let's see, trade. Let's trade to take the place where we knew. Ooh, that could be handy. We can start. Right, soldier morale is still pretty bad. Worker happiness, reduce unrest. More zone education points. So we might not actually get the education stuff sorted out. So we got pushed back in here again. Okay, we're so close to being able to recruit the new unit, but we don't actually have the stuff yet. Let's have a look at these. Invite for dinner. The Corleone family. The guest of honor. Can I actually see the our relations with crime syndicate are at 50, so I believe that's right in the middle. Militia we've got fairly good relations with, and then the Colts, we've angered them slightly. Well, since we're trying to go for currently high government, so I think we will actually accept that. Keeps the crime syndicate happy. Crime syndicate goes to war. This might very well be the last time I write to you. The Corleone syndicate has decided to put an end to your attempts to sabotage our business. Consider yourself at war with us. Okay, well, so much for that then, I suppose. We'll lean into the enforcement then. And average soldier morale will reach at least 55%. There's currently 52, so yeah, I suppose we can probably do that. Right, so now that we've got our recon in here, how much do we have? Oh, 83, okay. I think it's time for us to send in these. If we send in... Oh, you know what? Let's send all 3 of them to attack. If we can defeat these... Ooh, well, we lost a bit of recon. But we did destroy a good chunk. And actually, it was the recon units that got most of the kills as well. I suppose they do have machine guns on those, I think. So that makes quite a difference. I'm going to go ahead and move in the recon down here. So now... Oh, they've got artillery there and tanks. No wonder that we're taking a bit of losses here. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and move this one a bit further west. And we'll bring in the big guns. Do we have... No, we don't unfortunately have any tanks on this one. We do have the recon cars at least. So that does help. And some of the militias over here are looking a bit worse for wear. Now, we can actually shuffle some troops around on these. From one unit to another. But it's not necessarily all that easy. We have still to retake that city as well. Now we're looking on the... report over here. So power plant is a 50% research. That's pretty good. Automatic rifle is already 20%. The protracted point production has slowed down slightly. It's not too bad though yet, but it is slowly slowing down. We are going to have to get some more ammo by the looks of it. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. We'll get, I don't know. Alright, so it's 10 per metal and industrial points. So let's say we spend like 25 of each. We get 250 ammunition. That should already be pretty good boost there. We've got the recon in there. I suppose what we need to do is we need to get some replenishment troops. at least some of the buggies. And then we'll try to save other points so we can next round get some machine gunners and whatnot. Or the machine gun infantry, so we can start setting up a bit of defensive line over here. Cut off it. We'll start pushing to the west. Because to the east we are already cut off, and there is a nation down here that we want to make sure that they don't get too much of an area. And we might also try to push to the north to have a port later on. Let's have a look at the strategic map again. So we know that there's an enemy over there, enemy over there, and enemy over here, so we're all pretty close to one another. So potentially trying to get through the mountains over here, and to the south, and cutting off the enemy to our west, or our rival rather, not enemy yet. Not yet, there will be though. But yeah, so if we can cut them off over here and then just focus on expanding to the west, that could be quite useful. Similarly, we might be able to try to get to the north and clear out the northern wastelands over here. I don't know if it's really wastelands, but the northern areas over there. And then these two might be forced to then just kind of fight for each other in the southeast of us. That could be alright. Now, major... we could try to open communications. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we can open communications with our neighbor. And that did succeed. I wonder if we could turn that into a trade. Ah, right. We already did a thing against them, or diplomatic thing against them this round, so we can't do a second one yet. That does make sense. Right, I'm going to go ahead and move this one down south to make sure there's a bit more room between the city and that enemy troops down south. Although those took most of the, or quite a bit of casualties already, so I don't think it's going to be too bad. But I think, honestly, getting into this valley over here could already be quite good. I don't know if there's going to be resource, but then from there we can try to just get through this mountain in here. Unfortunately, it takes a whole lot of industrial points, which we do not have yet. We are at least getting okay amounts of metal. So, in the not too distant future, it is probably possible for us to get a proper industry going as well. Although power is going to be probably the main issue. And we don't really have access to the forest over here as our western neighbor does. Oh, they've got forest over here as well. Okay, so we're pretty much the only one that doesn't have forest right now. Lovely. Yeah, there's a lot of glaciers up here in the north and mountains as far as we can tell. We don't have that good intel in there yet. But yeah, so we've got that. Let's going to quickly double check. Yeah, we did check that already. Oh, right, the sector. Is there anything that I could do to... Well, I suppose I could give you a bonus. Difficulties are pretty high, so yeah, it's only 10 points, but it's still something. Trying to keep the leaders somewhat happy so they don't get any ideas of causing trouble for us later on. Let's get to the next round, shall we? Now that we've got the recon in there, we might be slightly better against if the enemy tries to attack us north of our town. They did attack us. We did lose one of our recon. It says a tank, but it's not actually tanks. Oh, well, there we go. Morale did improve. And gas-powered small arms. Thinking out of the box on the question how to allow less encumbrance for our soldiers due to ammunition carrying, we came up with a concept to use gas container to launch the bullets from our small arms. Alright then. Now we need to research that to be able to use it. Trading opportunity in the 2nd Barrack Mobile Battalion. We'll get the veteran sergeant in there. So the 2nd Mobile Battalion, is it this one? No, that's the 5th one. This thing, okay. So veteran sergeant, that increases the 40% bonus on the attack rolls. Can be upgraded to lieutenant. And that affects 2 sub-units. Right, so we did lose 1 unit in here. Let's have a look at the history again. So we didn't kill any of their troops. Was that no? Okay, so that wasn't too bad. We're going to be bringing the big guns in here. Sooner we'll start pushing that one back. We could also try to go ahead and just move along here a tiny bit. And then this one, we could try to attack the mountains, but that could be a risky thing. We could always just bring this one in. And now we'll have a bit better attack. You know what, I'm just going to send this as a regular attack. We might be able to destroy them. We might... Oh, well, we're taking a bit of losses there. Come on, destroy it. Okay, they retreated. We lost 2 units of infantry in that. But we did at least push them back. And then the recon can return back to the town. We can probably go ahead and... Actually, no. At this point, we're going to go ahead and raise a formation. With the headquarters, we'll go with the machine gun infantry brigade. So it's not like anything that great, but it'll do. It'll take quite a bit of ammunition, though. That's 900. My goodness. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and raise that formation. And then we can't remove those yet, I don't think. Also, we don't actually... Do we have a leader? Let's see. Oh, we do have a leader. Ingmar Bulkhead over here. So, we'll get that probably into some... or in charge of the unit then. And do we have any more? I suppose... Hold on. So, nation, there's the... We could recruit a junior. We could... oh, we could try to demand a share. Is it possible? We can't tell you why. Okay. I'm going to put on the... Oh, right. Yes, the 1st Machine Gun Brigade. I'm going to put the defensive on there, so they won't do quite as much damage on attack, but their defense will be increased. And with the machine guns and all that, that's actually going to be fine. The idea is that those troops will just hold the line, and then we'll have some other troops that will push back the enemy and so forth, so that's going to be okay. Could send the Mystic Priest, but I don't know if I really need to. We could try to trade with our neighbor over here, and it's guaranteed success, actually. Very good and pleased to start. Well, there we go. I mean, if we can, you know, get ourselves into good relations with our friend over here. Actually, I do wonder. So there's the victory overview. So there's 4 groups. Victory score, we've got the second lowest of the 4 of us. I don't have a very high population. I do control the largest area, at least. And we need to have a victory score 50 points higher than the closest competitor, and at least... oh, right, victory score higher than 50, and at least 25 points more than the closest competitor. Okay, well, that's fine. Hopefully. The power plant is already 62%. Automatic rifle is also almost 40%, so we are getting the research done relatively quickly. Now, we're not building anything right now. I suppose, actually, what we do need to do is we just need to get some more ammo. I'm going to get another... I think 100 will be way too little. But we don't have too much production available currently to go to much further than that. Did we... Right, so now let's get to the next round. At least we've got a fairly good amount of troops in the city, so if they do try to attack there, they'll have a bit of a hard time there. Ooh, there's another unit from the north. No combats, though. So that helps. And let's go ahead and... I'm going to bring in this one as well. Do a bit of range attack. They do have a bit of artillery on their own. Oh, we did kill something. I don't know what we killed, but they're shooting, of course, towards us. We've got a lot of hits with the big one. Okay, so they got 2 hits on us, so we got 1 kill. I don't know what we killed, and then 3 extra hits on top of that. Invite for dinner from the syndicate. How's the relations with them now? 36. Okay, we're going to try to improve relations. Right, and the infantry commander, or the infantry brigade gets a commander. There we go. So at this point, I think what we shall do, we'll take the first one, start moving around there. So 1, 2, 3. We'll send the 4th one over there as well, and the 5th one. Oh, 5th one's not full. It needs a soldier. Okay. Yeah, we do need a bit of soldiers then. We'll get an extra 100 just in case. And then we do need another buggy, don't we? So we'll get that one produced as well. We'll keep this one probably as a reserve for the time being. And then over here we could probably try to get... Yeah, there we go. We got the town back. Got a bit of troops in here, I suppose. That's going to be mostly fine. We don't actually have anyone down here right now. I could maybe go ahead and send one of the infantry over there. And the recon, we could actually just go ahead and move in over here as well. So that way we'll have a bit more presence in here. How is the production of the... The light industry doesn't give us a lot of production, but it does give us a little bit. We will need to get a proper industry, but of course we have a bit of a situation with the power. Now, if we do have a look at the constructions, in terms of energy... Well, there's the scavenging furnace that we could build. There's the organic furnace as well, but that's... Oh... Right, the higher level the organic furnace is, the longer range it will be burning up the forest. Or cutting down the forest. Okay. So right now the max level for buildings is 3 because of the tech and all that. So the industry itself, that would be 20 energy per round once we start using it, which we can't really afford it yet. I think it might be best for us to just wait until we get the power plant unlocked. Let's have a look. We should be pretty close to it. 73% already, so yeah, that's not too bad. We're still getting a good amount of credits for now. Of course, we don't have our industries and all that active yet. So that does make a bit of a difference. But let's go ahead and get to the next round, I think. Oh, we got under attack. And... okay. Ooh. Right, we killed 100 infantry, lost 100 infantry, 10 trucks. Roaming thieves in Spike, okay. I'm confidence. Now, what's this then? Militia needs extra funds. I think we are... we're going to say yes on this one right now. New organization. Ooh. Now, the model design could be quite useful. That would allow us to improve our infantry, for example, with better weapons and all that. So that would be quite useful. I think we're actually going to go with that. So that's one. Political power, general stratagem. I'm going to go ahead and put in the... actually, no. No changes on that one right now. I can stay as is. Roaming thieves. Groups of thieves from the wastelands have penetrated our walls, losing private items stored with us. Can I count on your support to minimize the damage? We'll give them our full support, so let's see. Difficulty of 30 plus 40, 40, average 114. We get a plus 30, or plus 83. I think we've got a fairly good chance. So yes, we'll give full support.
Yes, sir.
Offensive, defensive, tactical roll of third point is 100. Increased by 50 and another 17. So 167. Plus 1 due to enforcement profile. Adjusted roll is 168. Versus 91. Critical success. The damage was reduced to almost nothing. Danger did not increase. Some of the private credit got stolen. None of the private oil got stolen. Okay. Well, that went a lot better than I expected. Now let's have a look. Where was the battles? There's one to the south, and then they attacked the... yeah, okay. And they were victorious. They pushed us back to the town there. Now what I can do... is I can try to put in a bit of troops over here to guard the road. I'm going to send in this particular one. Did we... oh, right, I probably send the infantry as a support elsewhere. Right, I'm just going to go ahead and send this one along the road as well. Just to make sure that the cavalry doesn't just sneak through along the town there. The headquarters will actually... we'll probably want to move these a little bit close, or keep these within range of these units. So we'll keep that over there. Now that we've got the recon in here, we could... oh, my goodness, that's a whole lot of infantry there. I'm just going to go out and quickly poke over that way to get a bit more ground. We still haven't discovered any resource, but we also haven't really been able to expand all that much yet. I think what we will... oh. Right, our neighbor to the west is getting awfully close. But we might also be getting awfully close to them, now that I think of it. Now, is the research now 84%, so that will be done in due time. Let's actually have a look. Could we try to send in... I suppose at this point... the difficulty to send a spy to our neighbor is a lot less... hey, critical success. We got 2 spies in there now. And I suppose Weimar, we could try to send in. That's probably not quite as likely. So let's instead have a look at the majors. Is there open contacts with them as well? We could. Yeah, there we go. That was accepted. So now if we were trying to send a spy there, is that actually easier? A little bit, I think. It's not like a huge difference, though. I guess we could try to send a spy over here in the Liberty Grotto. And then maybe another one in Folk Grotto. Or... Fellow's Cave. Trying to get a little bit more intel on the map so we can kind of know where to go for and all that. It tends to help quite a bit. Right, we are still a bit low on ammo, so we're going to go ahead and... first of all, we're going to get another machine. And then we're going to go and get some ammo. I think like 500 ammo at least will be a good start. I suspect we'll need a lot of it. Food is also a little bit on the low side still. Now, I have not forgotten about the... what I said in the first episode, that I will be I won't have assets of a city be further than 10 tiles away from the city itself. So of course we haven't really gotten that far yet. I think it might be just about 10 tiles to the border over here. It's actually 8 tiles from the city. Or range of 8 tiles, so yeah, it's not that bad yet. Right, I suppose one thing... so the, yeah, that's 84%... actually, the automatic rifle might be done first. I suppose there is a lot more points going into the military research right now, so it does kind of make sense. Because the Economic Council, it gets the same funding, more or less. But it's split apart a bit more, so we might reduce the economic policies a tiny bit. We're still making... Actually, are we making money? Well, we are. We did just spend a lot of money, mind you. I believe we might need some replacement troops. Oh, right, yeah, we need some machine gunners. Get 2 of those. Right, so we've got the troops in here. That can't actually move. This one's sitting on the border there. We could actually go ahead and do a bit of a range attack on the enemy over here again. We've got slightly better intel now. So we might be able to get some nice hits there. Oh, well, they're hitting us as well. Oh, well, we got 2 hits. They got 1. Neither side did really all that much damage then. But let's get to the next round then, shall we? That big stack that came from north is a bit scary. Oh, okay, we stood firm there, to the south at least. They can't attack us. Oh, boy. Oh, we stood firm along the western front as well. Good. Industrial accident. Oh, dear. And full-blown time of confidence. Where's score goes up. And, oh, high velocity guns. That'll be quite handy. Admin check. Ah, there we go. Well, admin rating. Well, admin level, rather, risen to level 5. And new phase radams. Ooh. Shell camera. Alright then. There's Phantasma recon buggies. Okay. Still recon and hide. Low treasury level, I know. National budget. I'll keep the funding as is for now. New demand. Motion that number of leaders in our service goes up to 10. That's actually fairly easy to do. We'll do that the one. And actually, we do need to hire already new people. So let's see. Military. That might not be a terrible idea. And then we can also... The mercenary is maybe a bit expensive. We'll recruit another junior. Right, so model design, you've got slightly better suitability rating. So, like Mitch Stark. I'll be getting that task. Economic Council task. I think what I'm going to do here. Prospecting, since we're not really finding a lot of stuff right now, we can reduce that by 5% to get more to the research. And the Model Design Council, that's... I guess that's going to be fine for now. Copy that. And then target. Right. We could upgrade our infantry. Or we could upgrade the machine guns. I'm going to start developing the machine guns. So we'll build up on the existing one. Actually, no. We could get better armor on them, but no, that's actually not going to be ideal. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the... Well, I suppose we could upgrade the infantry then. Build up on the soldier, so from select throw we can get to carbine. The firepower is increased. The ammo consumption is also increased, mind you. And the cost to build them is going to be slightly higher, but that's fine. And we've got the Envire suit. Ah, right, so we don't have the padded Envire suit yet. So it won't actually increase the armor yet. But, you know, it's still going to be slightly better in combat. Industrial accident and spike. Yes, you will have my full support. Technical roll is 69. We get plus 50. And roll 119 versus 86. Success. Danger did increase a little bit, and we lost some population. Our spies and paisanas have found info. Oh, the High Leader is involved in severe misdoings. We can influence their internal politics by giving this information to a faction of our choice. You know what? We'll support the commercial faction. That seems like it could be something that will benefit us a bit more. Right, so the big enemy unit over here is moving towards the road. Go ahead and send this one down there. Go ahead and try to clear out a bit more of the area over here before we get cut off. And then the enemy over here, they've still got the tanks there. Oh, but there we go. The enemy decided to run back on the road. Or along the road, so we've got a bit more capabilities to then take over all of that. We'll move these down here to make sure that that enemy unit doesn't get too close. There is a bit of areas over here that I wouldn't mind getting. How much is that? Oh, that is over 20,000 free folk over there. Now, I suspect that our neighbour over here is probably very desperate to go for that as well. Oh, and we lost that. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Now, we do have a decent bit of energy. I'm not too worried about that. Ammo, we have been using a lot. Let me just double check the battles here. So, there was a battle attacking us in the north. That failed. Battle in the west failed. So we didn't kill anything, but we also didn't lose anything. And we've now got a border with Friedbund. Okay, is there anything... that I could do with them. I could, well, can I open contact with, no, I can't open contact with the third one yet. I could try to offer a non-aggression pact with our eastern neighbor. Difficulty is a bit high, but it's not impossible. Ah, they refused. Oh, we failed by 7. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. We tried to send another spy. The thing is, I think we've got intel on quite a bit of the, well, not quite the entire planet, but we've got most of the ground areas already. We got some intel on. Not necessarily full intel, mind you, but we don't necessarily need that right now. Okay, so we could go ahead and do one more range attack. Oh, if we do regular attack, actually. Let's see, so we can take that one. Maybe we take these. That one is actually reducing the effectiveness, although it does... Oh, okay. Oh, well, we do know that the enemy's got a readiness modifier that is negative. We got somewhat better. We got also the concentric attack modifier. Is that... Ah, so that's going to be increased if we put that one in. But then the max attack is getting bigger penalty for us. I think it's overall still going to be better for us. Especially the boost from more sides that we attack from. Which right now would be then 3 directions, I suppose. You know what, let's go. We can do this.
Let's go.
Oh well, they've taken 2 hits. The tank did kill one of our infantry. But we did win this combat at least. Push back the enemy. I'm going to go ahead and move in some of these units to the west over here. So this massive stack of infantry, well, it might actually not be that massive, but it seems quite massive. We're going to move the big unit over here to guard the entrance, so that one's not going to get too close to the town anymore. Speaking of which, how's the... okay, the crime syndicate is still pretty... Oh, the crime level is still pretty high. Well, at least it's a little high. I don't know, I think it's slowly going down. The danger level is still massive. 35, so that's definitely having an impact on the happiness of the people and all that. We'll try to do some work on that. We do also have a bit more industrial points now, or do have a fairly good amount of metals. I think it might be time for us to construct our industry. And we will be having some problems with power at that point, but we will be, by the time that is built, we'll probably have the power plant already researched, so we can then get a little bit power plant going. If I remember correctly, though, the power plant requires oil to run. We've got some oil, so I'm not too worried about that. And we don't have a lot of tanks on it like that are using oil either. Well, at least not yet. But I do see that we are actually out of time with this episode. So if you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.